We are live, ladies and gentlemen. Spotlight Entertainment Network is live. We have R&B Reek, J Rock, and Breezy online. And the discussion of the day will be do women promote toxic behavior in men? And I have a
Mm.
video for that, guys. I'm going to add that, show the video, and
Why
we'll
is
see
all
what we
your
got
topics
here,
about
what they say about that.
protecting the
Y'all
man?
women, y'all women always doing shit.
No, y'all always
Oh,
doing shit.
why do women complain about toxic?
Hold on, wait. Let's listen to what we got going on. All
My
right,
bad.
y'all, you here? You ready?
Yeah, take it for the top. Breathe it, but
Why do women complain about toxic masculinity when women enable that behavior by choosing to date bad boys?
Oh, again, victimizing themselves. You guys just love being
we
the
did.
victim.
I couldn't even say, man. Like, you guys are perpetuating that stuff, you know? Like, you choose to be with this guy that's gonna fuck on other females, excuse my language, or go do some other stuff behind your backs, be cheating on you and stuff. Then you got the nice guy over here, and you don't give him no opportunity, and then eventually that turns him into that. Now he's looking at it like, all right, for me to even compete, I gotta treat you like that.
That nigga got it wrong already.
That's
Talk
that.
about competing.
Mm.
Now that's the topic. So that's the topic. Men that reform themselves to get women. So men change who they is just to appease women, and that I guess become more toxic male. Exhibit bad behavior. Far as just a dominant situation, far as how men act and everything like that. What y'all think? Miss Breezy?
Um, I don't think women make you guys act toxic. What the fuck? It's in y'all to be toxic. Like I haven't. I get tired of you in these subjects about why we are making y'all be the way that y'all are. That's just. I mean, and what? How in the hell is our actions
That's
making
not.
y'all be
Go
toxic?
ahead.
Okay, that's not what the conversation is. Well, I wasn't.
Listen,
What?
listen. Hey, listen. So check it out.
I'm
Men
checking.
only do what women like. We only do what women like. If y'all like gangsters and thugs, we gonna turn into ourselves, or at least look like a gangster or thug to try to get the women. Y'all start liking tattoos and dreads. Guess what? Majority of men got tattoos and dreads.
Alice, I like that point. Some guys have done that. I
Well,
guess.
men like big titties and big asses.
Oh,
And what are
now we
women going to
talking.
do? And what are women doing? They're going to put their life in danger by getting
That we,
fucking plastic surgery just to appease a fucking man. So where
well,
it's
y'all
all
ain't getting no
equal.
plastic surgery for us because we didn't like that. Y'all
Shit.
Yeah.
follow behind Nicki Minaj
Whoever,
with that
whoever.
mess.
Hold on, Alice. Whoever said to get them long ass eyelashes? What nigga you know said? Oh, I love your long ass eyelashes. Y'all get that motherfucking shit with your own
I
self.
Whoever said to put on a ton of
got one that
makeup,
like
don't
them.
know niggas like women with a whole bunch of makeup on their face, looking like a little
Yeah.
Debbie cake.
I like looking like a Debbie cake.
Right. We didn't ask y'all to look like that. We asked for a more natural looking woman, or more, at least less makeup. You can wear makeup. We just don't like that caked up and baked up Kim Kardashian look where everybody look the same. Y'all just turn into
Uh,
y'all look like a completely different person. Like take that makeup off. You got an animal living underneath that makeup.
no, the fuck I don't. No, we don't. Not everybody. Some people do.
Yeah,
Some
y'all be.
people do.
Now I know
Some
you
people
seen.
do.
I know y'all seen the makeup artist videos.
Hey, we all know that's fabricated. They put
I
all
seen
that
some.
stuff on their face.
Oh,
But the topic though, so y'all don't think y'all don't think men
you didn't even
change
know
their
what.
behavior just to get a woman?
I think some men do, right? But I think there's a vast majority that kind of do their own thing. Everybody ain't trying to act a different way to try to get no chicks for real. That's the way to draw to attract the wrong kind of female. Honestly, I do believe that the need of getting money. I think that's a bigger topic. The need of always having to have money in your pocket to get a certain type of female. I think as men, as people in general, we kind of get got a misconception when it comes to money and how it attracts women. So niggas always in dire need of trying to get the biggest bag to try to get the baddest bitch. You know what I'm saying? But in reality, man, and that's just a term, just figuratively speaking. But in reality, all you need is you. You just need to be real. It don't take nothing to be real. You feel me? A lot of niggas don't. Reality not setting in with a lot of guys, and they playing their position the wrong way.
What about the 20-year-olds? The 20-year-old guys, 20-year-old men is impressionable. They make those changes to fit the need, because right then and there, when you're 20, you ain't got that kind of money. When you're early 20s, 25, you just getting into your career. So the money ain't gonna be there till you get 10 years into your career. So that makes them make that little transition to appease the woman. You know what I'm saying? Like
Understood.
Like everybody got gold. Everybody wear golds now. Like gold. Like gold grills was kind of only like people from the hood really wore gold grills like that for real. Not everybody got gold grills. Why is that? Because they know women like it. They say they don't like good men with gold grills, but guess what? Yes, they do. My boy got gold grill. His woman level went from here to here.
They like that excitement, man. They don't want nothing boring. All the yes men that's around here, man, they be telling them shit they want to hear, man. At the end of the day, man, you gotta just do you and be yourself. They like a little drama here and there, but
yeah, and that, boy, they love that drama. Crazy. They say they don't, but that's the listen to the stories. Look at your feed. Look at your Facebook feed. You ain't hear nothing but drama on there, or the type of men that, the type of men that they used to dealing with. You heard what Bree said. Y'all come toxic. That's what she believed. Yeah. But you are who you attract.
I think men should just be who they are. I think a lot of men do just really be who they are, right? I know some people like to floss with the money to get women like that, and some that like to go above their means to impress a woman. But I think I've always been like that, because I remember when the fad was coming out with the gold teeth and dread, and I liked it, but I just knew it was something long term. Meaning, like, if I get gold in my mouth, if I talk about one of my partners, right? He loved the fashion. I mean, don't get it twisted. My boy can dress really good. He showed me a lot. He got the gold teeth and the dreads, and boy, when that was a fad, he was getting all the ladies. All the ladies. You hear me? But the sad part about it is the fad went out, and he went from Mr. Popular to, I remember us being up north, working up north and staying up there for a year, and everybody was like, what? I ain't dating nobody with gold teeth and dreads. Where they do that at? So I think that made me say to myself, man, I'm just going to be who I am and what I like. So if I like the low haircut, that's what I'm going to kick. And I'm going to get, it's so many women in this world, you're going to get a woman regardless, right? It's up to us men to decide if that's the woman we want or if that's not the one we want. But a woman making me toxic, nah. I mean, I can get into a toxic relationship and stay with a woman who's been scarred, because I know a woman who put me through hell and high waters. I'm just trying to be with her, but she just causes so many issues. But no, on the real trip though, I mean, you really just have to be who you want to be. And if that's how you feel, if you want to flash money, then that's just the person you are. But you got to remember, you're gonna attract the wrong people. And sometimes we get stuck with the wrong person, or we make a mistake, have a baby with the wrong person, and now you're doing 18 years with that person, and you come out to regret it. So, as far as somebody making me toxic, I don't think nobody make me toxic. I think I'll make that decision on if I need to walk away from this person or if I need to continue dealing with this person. So it's only so much you can take, and then you got to realize you need to walk away. Because if you got a toxic woman and you continue to deal with her, she put you over the limit, you're going to wind up putting your hands on her, you're going to wind up doing something you don't supposed to do, and then you locked up and messed up your life over one piece of ass when there's a million pieces of asses out here. Did I make myself clear?
Yeah.
So I got a live audience here, so I'm just making sure they understand.
I want to add another point to that. I think women by nature, they can be a little manipulative, and not to say that's a bad thing, right? Because as men, we have to learn how to set our foot down and kind of balance shit out. A lot of times they'll be manipulative to kind of get what they want to have their way. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't for us as guys to be like, yeah, baby, yup, whatever you want, yup. Sometimes you gotta be like, hell nah, that ain't finna fly. That ain't no good idea. No, you feel me? So a lot of niggas get caught up in thinking they gotta always tell their girl, yeah. They don't get no respect for that shit. They don't get no respect for that.
But that's a lot of men. That's a lot of men that did that, dog. A lot of men that was what we call simping for their ladies. That just doing everything they need to do to appease a woman. No, that's real. That's a lot of men that do that.
Shit. I believe it.
So I think women did influence a generation of men to go the thug route and go to have a thug mentality or a thug look. You know what I'm saying? For a time period, it still quite haven't went away. If you really look at it,
I don't think it'll ever go away.
The young men still doing it.
Yeah, and that's the problem I have because I am a yes type person. You know, as long as you're nice to me, I say yes. And some people take advantage. Oh shit!
That's a fact.
Yeah, some people take advantage of that, man.
That's a fact.
They'll milk you dry and treat you like shit. And then you know what's crazy? They'll treat you like you ain't shit. But then they'll let a nigga who even straight up told them they married and got a man, they'll let him have his way.
That's a fact.
You trying to provide and be there for them, they gonna treat you like shit.
Yep.
And you like, damn, I ain't doing that, but just trying to make you my wife. Love it. Oh no, I'm gonna make you wait on this cootie pop. Oh, I'm gonna make you. You gonna have to take me out even more. You gonna do way more. The married man who didn't have only see once every 6 months. He got everything he wants. So it's just crazy how women do it, man. It's crazy. A guy that really love them and trying to be there for them, they treat like shit. And then the guy.
You, Jay.
Yeah, my bad. But it's just a crazy world. It's a crazy world. But us guys do it too now. Let me get on the guys. We'll put up with a girl who got a fat ass and good sex. We'll put up with some shit that we should have been let her ass go. You know? So we have to do that too. But if a girl is toxic, let her go. I don't care how fine she is or what she's working with. Walk away, because the little nerdy girl who don't got the ass as big probably gonna be right there supportive and be the person you need in your life. Instead of running behind the girl with a big ass. So
I agree.
Yeah, we all you got to start looking at the heart first. And I know that's easier said than done because us men, we very vigilant. We see.
But we don't get that way. Most men don't get that way until the end, like in their 30s. We don't start really getting out. We don't get our adult mind until our 30s, and we don't start thinking with a rational mind instead of our thingamajig down below until our 30s, man. So they won't, we gonna make those mistakes in the 20s,
Right.
following behind a
Sometimes they're
woman
costly.
and trying to do everything to make them happy.
Right. Sometimes those mistakes they be costly, right? Sometimes that'll have you ending up in jail. That'll have you ending up with, a lot of kids. You know what I'm saying? If that's a lot of kids that aren't in the house. It's a lot of consequences for those mistakes. But yeah, you are right. Most men don't start thinking that way until they're in their 30s, man. I think it does come with trial and error, though, for sure.
Right.
Definitely.
So I think so. That's why I think that's why I think the topic is valid. That we did change a few things about ourselves, and then later on in life we realize, okay, that was dumb. Why did I do it? I just might well be myself and do what I need to do and get women the way I always got women without doing all the gimmicks, the social gimmicks and things of that nature.
Yeah. Hey, and let me tell you something. We live and we learn, so it don't really matter if you make a mistake. Okay, you fell for a girl who told you as long as you learn from it, so you ain't going down that same path again. That's what life is all about.
We're losing your signal, J-Rock.
All make.
You're losing signal, J-Rock. You hear me? Hold on, I'm trying to let me get a Yo. Reek, you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here. You get me?
Yeah, I hear you. We losing connection here with J-Rock. We lost Bree.
Yeah.
So hold on. I just heard somebody pop in. Wait a minute. I got you. Hey, buckle up, man. Buckle up.
Safety first. Can't trust everybody you ride with.
Right, you know the rules.
Motherfucker slicker than a motherfucker. Huh? Oh.
I'm finna add the live stream on Facebook right now.
Wait, what?
Yo. With a link. I'm sharing the link. I'm not really adding the whole stream on. I don't know how to do nothing like that there. Yeah, we lost Bree. I'm gonna see where hell she went at. Real quick.
I hate you.
Shit. Man, we got to be on time. 2 to 3. People got to be
like crazy, like for real, bro. Like for real. I want to run this next video, but that's all right. Hey, you know what? I'm bringing on some new podcasters here soon. You know what I'm saying? But I'm finna go ahead and hit this next topic real quick and see what y'all say, man.
I want a partnership, though.
Question for you. Do you want a man that's taller than you? Idealistically speaking?
Ideally, probably, because I like to wear heels. Yeah.
Do you want a guy that makes more money than you?
I'm not fussed about money.
Okay. Well, You want it to make at least your equivalent, if not preferably better. Remember, this is your ideal guy.
Yeah.
Okay. You want a guy that's more confident than yourself.
Yeah.
More experienced than yourself.
Yeah.
Okay. You basically described the superior. So you expect this guy to come in and have a partnership with you?
Whatever he might excel on, I'll also add value in other ways. Because it's not always about being physically on par with that person just for certain requirements. Like you can't birth a baby, and things
Yeah,
like that.
but
So we complement each other in other ways, and so we're still equal in that sense.
men and women are not equal at all. At all. That's another fallacy that we have in modern day dating culture, which leads so many women astray. We're not the same. There's certain things that men can do that women can't do, and vice versa. And we're different, and we're designed to complement each other. And I don't believe in partnerships. I think men come in and lead, women follow. And I find it funny because women typically want a man. And here's the thing: what you just described is what every girl wants. But they think that they're going to go into a relationship with a guy that's better than them in every single metric, and it's going to be an equal partnership or 50-50. It doesn't work that way. There's always a leader. There's always a decider. And for it to work, the man's got to be in a leadership role, never the woman. Women can't lead anything.
Yeah, we can.
No.
It creates too much pressure on you as a man then. Because if you want to...
What y'all say about that? Partnerships versus leadership, male leadership. Most women want a partnership. They want to have say so in the household, just like men. How y'all feel about this partnership and male leadership when it comes to the family?
Well, I want to lead. I do want to lead, but I'm okay with a partnership as long as they let me lead when they know I'm at best of that. Like, I guess if we're bearing children, of course she would take the lead on having the baby because she didn't have the baby before. But it has to be some type of leadership in the household. Yeah, it is a partnership because it ain't like my wife not working, sitting at home. It ain't like, I'm doing this everything and I'm just dictating everything. So I don't really mind the partnership. As long as she's enhancing me, I'm enhancing her. I make more, she make less. That's fine. If she made more than me, it would be fine. I think at the end of the day, it's all about happiness. So what I see as happiness may not be what you see as happiness, right? So you might want a very submissive woman, a woman who listen to everything you say, don't have no opinion, and so on like that. And that's fine. That's everybody got their preference. But to me, I really don't mind the partnership. As long as she not trying to take the gavel and hey, this is what we're doing. This, you definitely got to be a partnership instead of you taking control of everything. And some women say partnership, and then they really just trying to take over everything. And all your decisions. They want you to dress a certain way. They want you to hang out with a certain person only. They want you to do a lot of things. And that's not really a partnership. But it's a partnership.
So in that case, that's why a partnership shouldn't be on the table, because it opens the door for a woman to try to take over the whole relationship and control the whole relationship when it should be led by a man.
And this is where communication gonna play a key, because we all can stray easily, with let's just say she let me get away with coming home at 3 a.m. Okay, let me try a little 3:30, 4 o'clock. Okay, let me try a little 6 a.m. And if she, hold on, nigga, come on now, you been a little disrespectful now, come on in that late. And she bring you back. And same with her. So you having a partnership and you telling your woman, hey, this is the way we should handle it. And she not giving her opinion. She telling you, oh no, we're not doing that. We're gonna do it just like this. That's when you gotta have a talk like, hey, that's not no partnership. It ain't your way or the highway. It's communicating. We both agree upon something. and make a decision that's best for both of us. So relationships are very tough. They're very tough, and there's so many different avenues. And I just think you both got to have a compromising heart to make it work.
So what would you consider a compromising heart? You know what I mean? Because trying to find a woman that's compromising is tough in these times because you got the boss chick mentality out here. You know what I'm saying? All of them think they can be entrepreneurs.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
When some of them ain't got the knowledge and the skills to even do all that.
Right. Not even got the skills to be a partner. Man, I tell you, that's why sometimes here I go preaching on my therapy part. It's like sometimes you need a counselor or something. Because some of these women are so stubborn, man. It's so tough because now they work.
Right.
They've been doing on themselves on their own, and now a man come in, they don't even know how to fucking act. We got to do it this way. Oh no, you can't come in my house with your shoes on. Well, I don't believe in that shit. And like, come on, man. You that's why you gotta find somebody who compromising, who's willing to listen, just at least listen to you, see your point of view, because some of these women just so like stuck on what the media tell them. Hey, if a guy come in your house with his shirt tucked in, that means all he want to do is fuck. Like, what? Where you get that shit from? Oh, I seen it on TikTok. That's what they said to do. So that's what I'm following now. So you don't want no relationship with me, and it's just crazy, man. So you got to find somebody with an open mind who's willing to compromise and listen. Because if they ain't got that, or at least try to let you lead in a little way, you ain't gonna have that. They're gonna be so stubborn through the whole thing.
You got anything to add on that, Reek?
Yeah. I look at it like this. You talk about partnership, stuff like that. If somebody trying to break in our house, we're not finna tag team this nigga. You go run. I'm gonna tell you to make sure that you got the kids. Y'all go run. Make sure y'all safe. I'm gonna be the one that's handling this guy, right? So, in no way, shape, or form are we equal. I'm the protector, right? Any partnership we got, it's gonna be probably in business, something like that. But as far as across the board, yeah, we need balance. There's things that men can do and that women, that there's things that men can do, and then there's things that men can't do, and vice versa. Like the man said in the video. But you have to understand that, I really believe that there's a hierarchy. I know that, if somebody talking business, they can't go to my wife to talk business or go to my girl and talk business and skip through me. They got to come to me first. You know what I'm saying? They got to talk to me first. So in that aspect, I'm not looking at it as no partnership. I'm the leader. I'm the leader in the house. And there are things that, I'm going to seek counsel from my woman. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, her opinion is the most important. But when it comes to it being a partnership, I'm leaning more so towards there is like a hierarchy in the house, and at times there could be balance to where a partnership would possibly be something based on the situation. But when you're talking about men and women, we are not equal, no matter how bad they want to make it seem like we are. You know what I'm saying? There is just certain stuff that they can't do. There's certain stuff that we can't do. So we need to leave it at that. And then we don't need to be, playing different roles. We need to sit in our role, and as men, and then as women, you know what I'm saying? They need to sit in their role. And in that case, they need to let us lead. But yeah, my woman can make more than me. You know what I'm saying? But just because she make more than me don't mean that she gonna be telling me how she gonna spend the money. You know what I'm saying? If that's the case, then, you know what I'm saying, go get another nigga. Go get another guy. You feel me? Because if we can't agree on the money tip and on everything, then, at the end of the day, you need to get somebody that's like-minded, that's like you. So there's plenty of women out here that they'll still want to be submissive to their guys. You know what I'm saying? The guys they with. And then there's women out here that want to be headstrong. That's that feminist movement that we're dealing with right now. But at the end of the day, You know what I'm saying? If I see that you got an ounce of feminism in you, I'm out. I don't care about none of the other stuff. I'm out. I ain't finna argue with you. I ain't finna trip on you. I'm out. You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at it.
Jay Wise, you want to add to this? Jason Wise?
I'll give it a little bit. Y'all hear me good? All right.
Yeah.
No, I don't think men and women are equal at all. I don't think they're equal to us in intelligence or strength. Honestly, you know, we naturally protectors. We kind of care for things differently. You know what I'm saying? We don't move so much with our emotions. You know what I'm saying? I don't think men and women are the same at all. At all. You know. Honestly, I think it's the age cuts off at a certain age, like teenage type age, and that's as far as they go. But men keep learning. We
Talking about the thought
mature every
process?
year. What's that?
You talking about the thought process?
Yeah,
You
just
talking
in
about the
general how
thought
we think,
process?
our learning process. We constantly reach some kind of maturity. Every new experience is a mature moment for us. What we learn, we
Facts.
actually learn from that situation. But
Facts.
I want to say that because we face actual consequences for our actions. We actually do. Like, we can't just
Yeah.
go up to a girl and say, "Girl, fuck you." That's a wrap. A girl that's fine and do that, she could dish you all day and just call you on the phone one night. You would be like, all right. You know what I'm saying? It's just we built different. You know what I mean? We built different. Our thought process is different. Everything is different, bro. You know, the type of work we could do, the physical demand of a job.
Right.
We can
So
handle
I
that.
got
And
another
the
question for you.
intelligence
While
to
you
carry
here.
out the job.
Right.
So
So how you
it's a
feel?
big difference.
How you feel about man leading the house or a partnership relationship? Because that's what the topic was about. You kind of mixed it, but I'm kind of bring that to you so you can hear what you got to say about it.
It can't be two leaders, bro. Two leaders don't work. It's not gonna work. You have to have a leader and an advisor. You know what I'm saying? It's structure. In no structure is there multiple number ones. You know what I mean? It just don't work like that. So until everybody can figure that part out, and I just honestly don't think a woman should lead a family. The example comes from the father. You know what I mean? The real example. Daddy gonna give it to you raw to his daughter. These little boys ain't nothing. A mama gonna be like, you need to watch your little cooter, and nah, these niggas ain't shit. You know what I mean? It's just, nah. I just not saying we're just super superior, but we could just handle a load way better. So
Right.
I don't think it could
I
be
think we're
two
designed
leaders.
to handle
No.
that load a lot better. 'Cause
Absolutely.
we're about men about adversity and perseverance.
No, we won't help. We want to work with you, but you just gotta understand, like, this is how it's gonna work.
Facts.
We're
It's just what it is.
designed to handle pressure. That's what build character in men. That's what make us stronger. So I believe that man should lead the household. Only a good leader able to do so. Every man is not a leader, so we all know that. So only the leaders lead the household, and a woman will follow. That's what I believe in. And as far as the video goes, because most women are looking for a smarter man, a stronger man, a man make more money. They're looking for a man that's superior to them.
I'm about to
So
okay. I'm
why,
gonna
like
give
you
a
said,
positive.
why would a superior man go ahead?
I'm gonna give a positive to the
Why would a
female.
superior man? Yeah, go ahead. But why would a superior
Okay.
man let a female lead? You know what I'm saying? If that's the ideal man, why would he let her leave? He built himself up financially. He built himself up as far as his character. He's strong. He's doing well in business. Why would he let her leave? Now he do take in count this man do taking it because he do love his wife. Yes, he gonna listen to his wife. He gonna listen. He gonna take in what she says to him, whatever they're discussing. He's gonna consider it, and he'll make a decision.
See, but this is the problem, is because so many guys ain't did what they supposed to do, right? So many guys done left these women with the children, had to make them figure out how to provide, how to do this, and now these women, if you ain't married somebody from high school or college who ain't really got out there, you got leftovers, right? And because of that,
pretty much,
now they know how it is to be with somebody and then to leave them. So now they got this in their head. Oh no, I got to make my own money. I got to make the decision because you're here today, you may not be here tomorrow, and that's what's making it so tough. And like I said, I'm not gonna say it on the women because we wasn't holding our part. We out here having babies, and then man, I don't want to be with that bitch. Her pussy good, but I don't want to be with her. So what? I had a baby with her. And so now she had to provide, and now she didn't had to create a life for her and that child, and now she didn't became a chief. And now you telling her to say, hey, fuck that, is you the leader. I'm coming in and being a leader. And she's like, wait a minute, the last nigga told me that shit and left me with a baby. So it's such a tough situation because I agree. We should be leading. We should be the one giving it the final say so, right? We should get advice from these women. But, and I'm talking in the 40 age, right? Because I don't think nobody in their 20s in here. But if they are, they may be a little different. But when you're talking about somebody who, and I hate to say leftovers, but who got a second chance of dating someone, third, fourth, or fifth, they didn't build this lifestyle that they got to provide. They can't trust a dude to take care of them for the rest of their life, or a dude to make the right decision, because the last dude came in their life, made the decision for them to do this and bankrupt their ass, or did this and took their money and went and spent it out in the strip club. And so now it's hard to try to break that curse. So that's why I'm a little bit more easygoing, and I'm still gonna lead, but I'm gonna listen to her and try to get to the point of where, hey, you can see that you can trust me now, right? I ain't going nowhere. I'm gonna be in your life, and we're gonna get through this. I'm not gonna leave you high and dry. But because of what happened in the past, I guess I'm a little lenient on the coming in and just taking control of everything.
I mean, that's the difference between boys and men, though. I think you're kind of referencing boys and how they handle business and what they do. But when you're talking about men and how they handle business and how what they stand for, the morals they have, we're talking about a guy that stands upright, you know what I'm saying, and handle business. Even those guys get taken advantage of and end up in single parent households. And they end up having 50-50 custody of their kid. So it's not always the woman, in most cases, in some cases the most cases that we know about, there are situations where, the woman end up having to take care of the kid. But, a lot of men don't get credit for being there in spite of having two households. And some men take care of two households. You feel me? So I feel where you're coming from, but at the end of the day, I think it got a lot to do with you can't be dating nobody and you got past trauma from past relationships. You don't need to be dating nobody in the first place. You need to go get therapy for real. You know what I'm saying? I'm a big advocate for blacks to get black people to get therapy for real. Because at the end of the day, like, it don't matter what I do for you, you still ain't gonna appreciate it because you so worried about what I might do, which I never did do. You know what I'm saying? So it really don't make sense. You can't be skeptical of somebody you with when they ain't even did nothing in the first place because you blame it on the last person you was with. You feel me? So
right.
Although you do have a point, I don't feel like that's for the vast majority. And I do feel like, black men got a lot to prove out here and we doing it. You feel me? And I think that we don't get enough credit because, like I said before, they got this feminist movement going around that's kind of fucking up the it's taking away the credit from what we do on a daily, for real. So, you know, at the end of the day, I feel like, you know, yeah, we go seek counsel from our woman, but we're gonna take that, we're gonna match together what we got going on, what we think, and we're gonna make, you know what I'm saying, the best decision that's gonna make sure our household benefits. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna make the best decision. And I don't think that involves, you know what I'm saying, a woman leading. She ain't got no business leading, for real. Because at the end of the day, them emotions be going crazy, especially when she on that cycle. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't no way, you know what I'm saying, she leading something. feeling groggy because she on that cycle, for real. No, sir.
Yeah, you said something though, man.
I can definitely agree to that.
Yeah, a lot of the problems do come from the fact that people can't get over something. That PTSD real in the black community, boy. You know what I'm saying? And it really stemmed from way before they even had their first boyfriend, dog. How their uncles and how their daddies was treating them. You feel me? And they take that to heart, bro. They carry that shit. And then when it's time to actually listen to what a man gotta say, they don't trust no man in a leadership position. You know, so we coming out of PTSD, like, you
But
know,
they trust the men that
and
work
for the
though.
men, huh?
They trust the men that work though.
At work,
They like, man,
Yeah, work.
you
because
got
they don't want to do their job.
right. You got something that like
Yeah,
to take your money,
money
for real.
involved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to do whatever you say as long as you give them some bread. You got something like that. You got to work with you. You got some that expect for you to do everything because their daddy did everything for their mama. You know what I'm saying? You got some, bro.
Oh,
Look at the
that, yeah,
economy we're
yeah.
living in, dog. Look at this economy. Ain't no way you talking about, oh, men don't provide like my daddy used to. Man, that's bullshit. Look at this economy, bro. Look how much it costs to live. Man, you better get out there and help me. If I ain't making a certain amount a year, you better come help a nigga, for real. If you trying to be lazy. You see, I need help. You still think I need to provide. You want me to be broke? All right, I'm out.
You want to wash my hair?
It's Baby Wise right
Yeah.
here, man.
I'm finna set up the next video, y'all, for the next topic.
I'm doing this little thing, and I'll be out in a minute. All right? You look good, boy. You look good. He's so patient. We finna go jump around after this.
Yeah, boy. Sound like y'all finna have some real goddamn gonna kid fun now.
Oh yeah.
You had all the money in the world.
All the money. I don't know. What do they want, like a G-Wagon or something?
Exactly.
Okay.
G-Wag,
Yeah.
Ferrari, Lamborghini, you know what I'm saying, Bugatti, whatever. Now, if you tell them that this is the only car you can have for the rest of your life, if you want kids, a Lamborghini doesn't make sense anymore because you can't put a car seat in a Lamborghini. If you plan on getting old, a Lamborghini doesn't make sense because your knee's gonna go bad. Your back is gonna go bad. How you gonna hop in and out of that low car, right? So then you have to be a bit more practical about, okay, what kind of car is gonna work for me at 20, 30, 40, 50, 60? He said that most of us give more thought to the car that we're gonna buy than the person we choose to spend the rest of our life with. And that's why so many marriages are failing.
Wow.
Do y'all believe that?
Okay, y'all might have to start first because I really didn't get the full diagnostic of that one.
Yeah, me either. What's she talking about? She want a man with a Lamborghini?
What? Nah, we're gonna run it back. We're gonna run it back. I'm finna run it back.
I ain't really hear her say nothing.
You had all the money in the world.
All of them.
So
What kind
he
of car
asked
do
me
you
a
think
question.
most
What kind
people
of?
buy?
What kind of car?
Mhm. You had all the money in the world.
All of them. I don't know. What do they want? Like a G-Wagon or something?
Exactly.
Okay.
G-Wag,
Yeah.
Ferrari, Lamborghini, you know what I'm saying? Bugatti or whatever. Now, if you tell them that this is the only car you can have for the rest of your life, if you want kids, a Lamborghini doesn't make sense anymore because you can't put a car seat in a Lamborghini. If you plan on getting old, a Lamborghini doesn't make sense because your knee's gonna go bad. Your back is gonna go bad. How you gonna hop in and out of that low car, right? So then you have to be a bit more practical about, okay, what kind of car is gonna work for me at 20, 30, 40, 50, 60? He said that most of us give more thought to the car that we're gonna buy than the person we choose to spend the rest of our life with. And that's why so many marriages are failing.
Wow.
Oh, y'all got it.
I mean, it's obvious that's what's going on. You know what I mean?
Right.
Men purchase to attract. People purchase to attract. You know what I mean? But the material was first. Especially in the conversation about what she really want. She say financially stable. Money before love, baby. That's what it is today.
Well, I think
That's
most,
what it is.
the point he was making is go ahead. My bad, Jay Wise.
No,
I
you
think the
good, bro.
point he was trying to make. I think the point he was trying to make is like when people put more thought into what kind of vehicle they're gonna drive than the actual person they want to spend the rest of their life with. You know what I'm saying? And now, if people really thought about what type of woman or what type of man they really want, I think marriages will last a lot longer. We talking about for us one, we men we like looking at a beautiful woman. So the woman got to be a body type and your facial type or whatever skin tone you like. And then now you start breaking down what kind of is this woman a wife, a type of wife that nurture your kids. She's agreeable. She listens, but she still speaks to you with as far as that interpersonal relationship between man and woman. You still have a very good relationship with her as far as speaking and engaging with her on a regular basis. And is she gonna be able to bear your children? You know what I mean? That's gonna be a big thing too. Most marriages don't know whether the wife gonna be able to bear their children, and so vice versa with the man, that he gonna be able to give her a child. So it's just a lot that go into like what you got to look for in a wife, and are we putting the right amount of time and really knowing what we're gonna do, what we're gonna do about choosing a woman or choosing a man.
Yeah, but I guess your needs and wants start to change as time you get older, because I'm not really focused on how they're going to be bearing a child. My focus on, are they going to make me happy? Are they going to be peaceful? Are they going to be able to work together as a partnership and get along? Are they going to see my views? They're going to be able to listen to what I got to say, make my go with my decisions, and so on with that. And I can say a lot of people can't do that, but that's my number one issue. These women in that video that was talking to, that goes with just leadership. Like, sometimes they don't see the whole picture that we see. I don't know if it's because men have to deal with a little bit more sometimes, or what's the nature, but they'll be talking about Lamborghini when the guy is saying, hey, we need an SUV. If this is going to be the car we're going to have forever, where the kids going to sit? And he made a good, our knees going to be hurting trying to get up out this low car. So to me, that story just shows right there why men need to lead. Because you got a man, and I'm talking about us men, not a boy or not even a teenager. He's going to make the right decisions, and he's looking at the big picture, right? When I talk to any woman, I'm looking at the big picture on where we can be at a year from now, 5 years from now. How you going to handle if another guy come up that looks nicer or got a little bit more money? You want to know how they going to handle these situations, finances, how they going to handle us when we live together, because that's looking at the big picture, not looking at just her ass and like, okay, I know I'm going to be able to slap that and it's going to jiggle. I'm looking at how it's going to be. I mean, let me tell you, I didn't even take it a little further. Sometimes looking at the parents, looking at the mom. Oh, okay, that's how she's gonna be when she get a little bit older. Okay, I can work with that. And seeing how she was raised. Damn, her mama cussed her out, beat her. Now she doing that to her kids. Nah, that motherfucker right there. She gonna be the same way, cussing me out, trying to put her hands on me. So this is where I think some guys can see the bigger picture, because when we was talking about fast, how girls can say, "Oh no, he got gold TV for me," and they're not looking at the bigger thing. So that video alone just showed me why men should lead. Men should lead.
I missed it, man. I missed the video. I was having mic issues. So.
Yeah. What'd you say, Jason Wise?
I think y'all hit it on the head, Cole. I think y'all rocked that thing. I think y'all hit it right on the head.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Well, sure. I guess we'll move on to the next topic, I guess. And we'll get ready to do the last topic. This will be the last topic for the evening. Let's see here. All right, topic coming in, guys.
2, and think about what has been presented in recent history as
I'm gonna pause this. Hey, so he's gonna give out 5 topics they think black people should do. And let's see. I want to see whether y'all agree with this or not. So I'm gonna go ahead and play the video.
Please, black folk, pay attention to and think about what has been presented in recent history as acceptable behavior. Pay close attention to the hip hop and rap culture that many of you embrace, a culture that glorifies thug and reprehensible behavior.
Let's talk about race. Let's talk about black-on-black violence.
The outrage that I have is in the lack of really the national attention to what is an epidemic of crime in the black community, committed largely by blacks.
Why aren't we talking about it? Good question. So listen to this.
The reason there is so much violence and chaos in the black precincts is the disintegration of the African American family.
He's got a point. In fact, he's got more than a point. Bill?
Raised without much structure, young black men often reject education and gravitate towards the street culture, drugs, hustling, gangs. Nobody forces them to do that. Again, it is a personal decision.
He is right about that too. But in my estimation, he doesn't go far enough. Because black people, if you really want to fix the problem, here's just 5 things that you should think about doing. Here's number 5, pull up your pants. Walking around with your ass and your underwear showing is not okay. In fact, it comes from prison when they take away belts from the prisoner so that they can't make a weapon. And then it evolved into which role a prisoner would have during male-on-male prison sex. The one with the really low pants is a submissive one. You get my point? Number 4 now is the N-word. By promoting the use of that word when it's not germane to the conversation, have you ever considered that you may just be perpetuating the stereotype the masser intended, acting like a nigger? A lot of African Americans took offense to that too, and I wondered if I gave the right advice. I really did. But confirmation came the very next day on my way home when I exited the subway on 125th Street in Harlem. This little kid in a school uniform, no older than 7 years old, he was crying his eyes out as he walked down the sidewalk with his mother. I'm gonna be honest here. She turned to him and she said, "I'm sick of you. You act like an old ass man. Stop all that crying, nigger." Is that taking the word back? Think about that. Now number 3, respect where you live. Start small by not dropping trash, littering in your own communities. I've lived in several predominantly white neighborhoods in my life. I rarely, if ever, witness people littering. I live in Harlem now. It's an historically black neighborhood. Every single day I see adults and children dropping their trash on the ground when a garbage can is just feet away. Just being honest here. Number 2, finish school. You want to break the cycle of poverty? Stop telling kids are acting white because they go to school or they speak proper English. Over the course of a career, a college grad will make nearly $1 million more than a high school graduate. That's a lot of money. And number 1, and probably the most important, just because you can have a baby, it doesn't mean you should, especially without planning for one or getting married first. More than 72% of children in the African American community are born out of wedlock. That means absent fathers. And the studies show that lack of a male role model is an express train right to prison. And the cycle continues.
All right. That's a video.
I'll go first, but I lose my train of thought. Because I'd be damned. You can hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
All right, so first of all, look who delivering the message. Is that, if I'm not mistaken, it's Don Lemon, right?
Yeah.
Look who delivering the message. He don't have no regards. He don't care what he say when it comes to the black community, first of all. Second of all, these played out ass statistics that they're using when they provided public housing for us and put us in these areas, you know what I'm saying? In these subsidized homes, didn't give us certain jobs. First of all, they put us in positions where they made it hard from the beginning. So yeah, we have the ability to work ourselves out of the hole that was created by the white man, but it was designed. And what they're using is reverse psychology, trying to make it seem like it's actually our faults, when the system isn't designed for us to excel in a certain capacity. So let's be real about the situation. You know what I'm saying? I wish we would have kind of broke those points down, because I would have ate his ass up on each point. But it's pretty sad to see something nationally televised when you got a whole fucking trailer park full of these hillbillies that do all type of shit that ain't being televised, that ever been televised in that type of manner. You know what I'm saying? And then they let a black man do it and he do it. You feel me? Because he forgot that he even black in the first place, because you don't have to deal with certain stuff. But we're living in a society where there's an issue with the black man in general in the eyes of the powers that be. That is powers that have the influence. You know what I'm saying? There's a saying where a black man can't even be racist. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me. A black man can be prejudiced, but you can't be racist for real. Because the people that's actually that controls everything, those are the people that's the actual racists, because they can control where you go to if you stay in a certain district in school, to where you can't go to the school that'll give you a high chance to go and graduate. You know what I'm saying? They control the corporations that uh, that you have to work in, where you don't see no black supervisors or black managers. It don't matter that it don't have nothing to do with your ability or how far you can take your capability. They just not gonna put you in a role because there hasn't been a person in that role. So there's a lot of roadblocks that are invisible to the human eye that are set, that the man has set to keep us in a certain type of area. Now there are situations where we self-destruct and we do stuff, you know what I'm saying, to call self-sabotage ourselves. But let's be real about the situation. From the beginning, it's always been us taking 10 steps when they only got to take 1 or 2. So it ain't really a topic that you can even speak on, on that type of platform, because we weren't given, a fair chance from the jump. You know what I'm saying? We digging from 10 feet up, you know what I'm saying, out the ground when they starting, you know what I'm saying, above ground. So it's a sensitive topic too, you know what I'm saying? Especially coming, from somebody that comes out of those type of environments, or that have family that comes from those type of environments. I'm not gonna sit up here and be like, "Yep, we do it to ourselves. That's all we do. We kill ourselves, stuff like that." What they don't talk about is that there's actually white top secret people that actually come in neighborhoods and shoot up gangs and start the shit. And then the other rival game, I think it's another game, and then there'd be retaliation going on. It be times where, you know what I'm saying, the Bloods and the Crips and all these hoods and stuff, that they come to an agreement and they be chilling. But certain stuff happen, and law enforcement let shit happen to where it fucks shit up, and the whole rival war break out. So it's studies about all type of shit that's going on behind the scenes, but they want to kind of out us. So it's a little frustrating to hear that, and it's disheartening, especially to hear from a black guy. You know what I'm saying? But that's all I have to say about the situation.
Boy, I think I'm glad you spoke first before I spoke, because that topic right there, man, damn black person on there. First of all, if you ain't been in that, you don't understand what we do, right? Then second of all, let me be honestly 100% clear. Your pants sagging, to me, it looks dumb. That doesn't make you or break you. If you can still go to school, you can still work, you can still do whatever. These fads, right? Are these fads, right? That's why people got gold teeth. That's why people did that. And they always want to harp on us, and then you get a black person that want to criticize us and everything. Like, you don't understand it, man. You ain't actually been in it. It's so easy to sit on the outside and look and say, "Oh yeah, you black people, it's because of your pants." Yes, it doesn't look good. This bad. But I promise you, there's white people that got their pants sagging too. And I promise you, there's white people in poverty that has robbed from each other, has done some stupid shit. Stupid shit don't have no name or color on it. But yet, you will take that tag. Black people have to take it. And let's be 100% sure and clear. A black man, he already, you said deep underground. I'm just saying, when he running this race, he already 10 feet behind on the race. So he got to catch up. He ain't running no race equal to equal, mano to mano. He already 10 feet behind. And he got to catch up and get it. Because guess what? They already got the white people in positions, right? So when we come in, I don't give a damn how educated we is, he already got a notch on us. I'm like, he gonna have to have a PhD to compete with a guy who just got a bachelor's, right? He gonna have to have done 10 years, have 10 years of experience. And I'm telling y'all this from what I've witnessed, right? And black people who then raised up and went up through the ranks, they didn't work 10 times harder to get there than the white guy who just got there because he was cool with Bob, because they both like to hunt and they both like deer.
Yep.
So don't give it to me like, oh, we just some ignorant people and we walk around with our pants sagging and we dumb. No, like, we have to fight. there's a lot of stuff, and I ain't talking about some of these white people because I know very few, but I know some white people who had to fight too and move up, and they can understand more than what. But we fight. We have to fight. We have to plan. We have to hustle. We have to be intricate on what we do to get to the top compared to some people just walk up there. And I'm talking about, I know people at the top without even a degree. So don't talk about this education that you got to have a degree, because I know a lot of white people that makes 300,000 plus and has no degree. And because they became cool with Bob, they went fishing with him, and they both married a white woman with fake titties, and so now they can relate to each other. So he moved them up the rank because of that. Yet we got to make sure we educated, do everything, kiss ass, and do everything else to get to that top. And that's why a lot of us say, you know what, I ain't getting that top. I'm gonna be who I am. I'm gonna do a good job, give you a good service, but I'm not kissing no motherfucking ass. You know, I didn't kiss enough ass to get where I'm at now. So, like, when you got one of them people on CNN, just, oh, the black people ain't this. Nah, man, we don't get the opportunity. And I'm not saying we shouldn't come out here and continue to fight, because I'm all about fighting when it comes to that. But don't just say, oh, it's because we go around with our pants down, right? And, oh, we go 2 steps back because we say nigga. Because I say nigga, right? And it's a slang. Now, I don't want no white person calling me no nigga. And I ain't even saying it to my brothers as a racist thing, saying, oh, I hate you because you're a nigger. I'm not saying that. You know, it's slangs that we done picked up. It's styles that we done picked up. I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying it's wrong. But that doesn't make us. That doesn't make us. We can stand on any platform with the white person and probably talk just as clear, just as articulate as they can. But if it's a white man choosing out of us and another white person, he's gonna choose the white person. And I've seen this a million times. Unless we do something super special, he's gonna choose the white man. And that's why we continue to be down. Or continue. We have to fight. If anything I can say today, it's about fight. You gotta fight. You gotta be smart. You gotta plan this shit out, and you gotta fight to get to it. But it ain't got nothing to do with the pants sagging. And like I said, the pants sagging is, to me, a little distasteful. But it's a lot of things I can talk about distasteful. They got this Carolina High that the white boys do up here, where they got the truck tilted really bad. I don't know if that's down there in Florida, but they do it down here. Oh yeah, got that bad. And then you got the boys that wear big chains on their pants and pocket knives. They got their fads too. Nobody about that.
Yeah, I like how y'all spoke on this one key point, how we do have the power to persevere through everything. You know what I mean? Like, we just built like that. So the reason they are trying to oppress us is because we are that powerful. So imagine if we just teamed up and got on some real and really recognize our power and do what we got to do. You know, it's certain people that's rising. You know what I mean? But I like them points, man. I like the fact that y'all pointed that out. You know, that's just how we do it. You know, oppression ain't our thing, even though we in it, and we know that. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is.
For sure. Well, yeah. Now you know I don't agree to those points. You know what I mean? Sagging. You know, do I think sagging should stop? I think it should. You know what I mean? Did I sag? Yes, I did. When I was in my 20s and 30s, yeah, I sagged. You know, it was like Jake was saying, it was a trend, and it was it was just a cool thing to do. You got women liked it, everybody liked it. You know what I mean? But you get older, you get wiser, and I mean, I think it's still a choice. You still, you can still choose to, do so. But I think, I mean, I think it's a more, if you want to be, more well kept person or well-rounded person, I mean, not sagging will probably help you, but I don't think it should hinder you. As it probably hinder you at work, but as far as in your free time, I don't think it should be a problem. Having kids, I think we should do a better job at controlling how many kids we have. If you don't have the financial, you can't financially support the child, I think you should, make a better decision about that. Be well controlled. You know what I mean? What else you had talked about? I got to think about what he talked about, but you know what I mean? Yeah, a few points, but we definitely been challenged, and we know we've been in this battle, 400 plus years and still counting. You know what I'm saying? Opposition, they did, they do a lot of different things and use different tactics, against us to keep the white male plight in the same circumstances, in the same situations over and over again. So we know that, you know what I'm saying? But we're going to have this discussion right here, to see what we need to do to better, to come together as a group and be a better people and move the generation forward. Having these conversations as we have it, when we're talking about our families, that's a start. You know what I mean? That's a start. Hopefully we can, put organizations together and actually do some work. Because the NAACP, they don't do nothing no more. That's just a name now. That used to mean something. You know what I mean? The Urban League, that meant something. You know what I mean? Those organizations don't do anything for us anymore. Black Lives Matter. You know what I mean? What do they actually do? Can anybody name anything they actually done besides picket? They gather all this money. What do they do with the funds?
It's hard to have a movement when the people ain't really marching with you. You know what I mean? It's hard to lead soldiers that don't want to be led. It just is what it is. That's how it is these days. You know what I mean? But just to get back to the point of the video, I know we got our ways of doing things. I know the hip hop culture has a big influence on us. I know there has been oppression. I know all of this stuff, but we know how to act at certain times. And as long as we acting accordingly at those times, I think we should be fine. Our style is our style. You know what I mean? And as you grow up, their style gonna change anyway. So I say, let these kids have fun. You know what I mean? A lot of things going on these days, it's just a difference of life. Our parents did some crazy shit too. You know what I mean? And it's always been like this. So it is, I say people just taking everything too seriously. This racism shit is too big though. That's all. It's like sticking in everybody's brain. We can't even move forward. Like, what kind of conversation we gonna talk about this forever? You know what I mean? Or are people just really gonna like tighten up and understand like we ain't moving forward? This is stupid. This is stupid. You know what I mean? We shouldn't have to point out this kind of stuff on the news, on national television. That's crazy. You know what I mean? Now you put that on national TV, that black people are like this. That's tough,
that's
man.
Right. That's wild, bro.
That's tough.
And then you got to pay attention to the audience, the type of audience that look at CNN.
Yeah, exactly.
It's only one type of audience.
That's a good point.
They cater to them, making the situation work.
Yeah. Smart people
making it more hostile.
People that think watching CNN. You know what I'm saying? Like, why would you want to paint that picture? You know what I'm saying? You a professional guy. You in a truck right now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you ain't kicking it in the hood all day, drinking beer, smoking weed. You at work right now on a Sunday. You know what I mean? So it's like, we pretty much doing this kind of stuff like these podcasts to let people know, like, yo, it's a different dynamic to these black people. And also speaking back on the woman thing, we also showing women that we do want to lead. We're ready for that task. But you gotta be serious, short. We ain't just gonna be doing this for no reason. You know? We wanna lead. We wanna
Yes,
be
sir.
about that job.
Man, great show, fellas. Great show, man. We made it happen regardless. That's it, bro. That's it, man. Y'all want to discuss a new time? Because I know that was something that was, this it ain't been quite working for people. Like, you know what I mean? So y'all want to
I'm
discuss a
gonna
new
be honest,
time?
bro. The time is good, but it's always something happen. Always something, boy. It's like 1 o'clock, 1:30 is always what I promise you, bro. So we might need to. I can't even speak.